How I actually sucked for years as an agency owner. The thing is, I've been at this for a very long time. I'm now coming up to 4 years being an agency owner, and it's only now that I've really been able to crack the code and start to do consistent 50K months. And this didn't come overnight. This was trial and error. Like I've literally done everything under the sun. I failed in all types of ways. I've lost clients in all the type of ways that you could only imagine. Rookie mistakes, you name it. But the one thing that I realized out of the years that I've been banging on at this is it's been a journey of personal development. And especially as an entrepreneur, especially as an agency owner, when you come into this space, you don't even realize that it can be lonely at times. And if you don't have the right guidance for people who have your best interest at heart, you can easily be led down so many different rabbit holes, and you could end up losing not just money, because I've spent thousands and thousands on courses and still was coming up short, but you also lose time. And my advice, if you really want to not the shortcut, but if you want to shorten the span of your success and avoid the trial and error, you need to be learning from someone who's been where you was and is now where you want to be, because the advice and everything they'll be able to provide you is going to be priceless, because they're literally giving you the trial and error, like avoidance. Like they're helping you avoid so many different mistakes they made, the learning curve, coming up short, the constant ups and downs of this agency model, that you will be able to now be in a good position to get the information you need to make the right decisions. And honestly, like I can honestly say I wouldn't change things. I wouldn't change my journey, because I feel like this will actually be really good for me in order to help others, which I'm trying to do. Hence why I'm shooting these type of videos, because I think one of the main things is what I seen was a lack of realness in this space, and a lack of people being authentic. People more just having the intention of banging out and shooting their content just to try to get you to buy their stuff. Now, honestly, like I tried that earlier on, and I'm gonna give you a honest confession. And this was kind of me being very, I would say, arrogant at the time, but I pretty much went into a mastermind. I learned how to actually build a group and sell courses before I even really knew what I was doing. At the time, I was still failing and trying with my agency, but never really hit the ground running and got the success. I still couldn't even break 10K a month. But here's me popping up now with a coaching course, because obviously I had to sell something. So I'm an agency owner, I'm trying to sell now to agency owners, and I'm trying to sell them on how to make 10K a month, but I can't even break 10K a month. And it was a harsh reality that hit for me when I found myself doing really well, taking all the action that my mentor showed me of how to grow my group, how to sell my courses, and then I started to sell them. And then realizing that, yes, don't get me wrong, with what I knew, because I knew how to get clients, and I was still doing okay, but I wasn't doing 10K or anywhere near that. But I was able to style people and strategies which helped a bunch of people be able to acquire clients and get clients signed up, which some of them did well. Some of them actually broke 10K. But it was a harsh reality that hit me when I was like, well, I don't like this. It doesn't feel authentic. And I'm someone who loves being honest. I love having integrity in everything I do, and I just found myself that I was almost like deceiving everyone into buying my stuff, and then still I was sitting there trying to teach them to do something that I couldn't even do good. So I literally cut that. I stopped selling my courses after I had that harsh reality, and I started to just literally go into the trenches and learn the agency. And I signed up with, bought so many courses, 5K courses, 6K courses, that was disheartening. And it was so much more about skill rather than actually teaching me how I need to think and how I need to level up as a human being to actually become the person I need to have a 6 or 7 figure agency. And it was that harsh reality that I realized that I spent a lot of money before I stumbled across the right people who were able to guide me in the right way with the systems, processes. But not only that, because it's not all about skill, it was about the mindset. And some of the courses that really helped me with mindset, and mentors that I had that helped me with mindset, more of how to think rather than the how to do things, was literally worth every penny. And I paid 10K for one program, 30K for another. And every time I paid, I ended up making a lot more. So one thing I would say is, especially if you are shying away from like paying, the good thing about paying into these things, it forces you to have to level up, and it also gets you into the mindset of investing in yourself, which is key. Because honestly, there was a lot of free stuff that I got that I didn't really take seriously and didn't end up ever consuming or taking action on because it was free. I didn't value it. But when I was spending the 10Ks and the 30, I was like, all right, now I gotta really get my head down. And then it also put me around the people that were spending that exact amount, that were on my journey or past my journey, where they were doing 100K a month, 200K a month. And I was able to learn from them, network with them, and be in those type of environments, which it caused me to have to level up. So the thing is, like, mastermind courses are great, especially if you can get any one-on-one coaching from people who have been where you are and are where you want to be. That is going to be what's going to be the determining factor to help you. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of free stuff out there you can consume, but one advice I would say is try to steer away as much as possible from the how, and like the how to kind of do this, like build Facebook ads, build systems, all those things, because it will be important, but you need to kind of master how to actually think, because once you do that, that's where you'll actually get the exponential growth, because the thinking will help you take the right actions, make the right decisions. That's going to influence the success you're looking for in the departments you need. And it will also pull you around the right people, where you'll now be thinking in a way as a CEO, rather than someone who's a freelancer working in the business, being a slave to the business, rather than working on it and always trying to build on it and scale it. So I hope this was helpful. I am going to be doing quite a few lengths of series on this, just giving my honest experience on just my journey, and even like when I've scaled aggressively and then things have come crashing down, not being able to make payroll. Like, I'm gonna go really deep and real on my mistakes, and the reason why I want to do this is because I want you to actually learn from my mistakes, so you don't have to, and you get a chance at success. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. Terrell Wilson signing out.